Welcome to another LaDonna NFL report. I do apologize for last week, but you know I'm back. I apologize. So let's get right started. Cowboys lost to the Bears. But the best part of it was Luther Burton III got his first NFL touchdown. It was a flea flicker. And guess what? MIZ. Hope anybody watches Mizzou, you know Luther Burton III came from Missouri. So I was very proud of that. Last night's game, I want to talk about, I think it was because everybody picked the Ravens to win last night that somebody had to hear it. Because Sonic and Knuckles, Montgomery, and Gibbs went to town. And had fun. Montgomery ended up with 151 yards, 2 TDs, and Gibbs ended up with 67 yards, 2 TDs. Goff, that game went from 20 for 28, 200 yards, and a TD. Lamar Jackson didn't have a bad game. Let's just go there because both of them show out on Monday Night Football, and he did. He went for 21 for 27 for 288 yards, 3 TDs. One of the things that is happening is their big guy, Derrick Henry, is getting shut down. Last week he only had 22 yards. This week he only had 50. He did have a TD, but again, 50 yards for Derrick Henry. Like, it don't sit right with my soul. It shouldn't sit right with Ravens fans or his soul. Mark Andrews woke up. He ended up with 91 yards and 2 TDs. Of course, he woke up when they lost, but he looked good. That's what you want from your tight end. St. Brown also went off for 77 yards and a TD. The Lions looked like the Lions that went to the playoffs. This is the team that can look dangerous. Also, I think the fumble by Derrick Henry forced by Aiden Hutchinson also kind of changed the game as well because they ended up getting a field goal after that. Real quick, Jordan Davis. Even though he's lost, 30 pounds, he was still quick when he was 30 pounds heavier. He saved the Eagles. Eagles blocked a blocked a field goal opportunity at the end of the game, and Jordan Davis ran for his life and ended up winning touchdown. That game ended at 33-26. The Rams were leading majority of that game, and boom, here we are. Both of them were 2-0 at the time. Now Rams are 2-1. Eagles are 3-0. I don't know what's going on with the Eagles. Like, they haven't looked dominant. I don't know if everybody's figuring them out. I'm not for sure. Speaking of just injuries, I do want to talk about James Conner. He's done for the season. Fibula. Najee Harris, torn Achilles, done for the season. CeeDee Lamb out 2 to 4 weeks with a high ankle sprain. Do apologize. Nick Bosa is torn ACL, done for the season. Tyrone Tracy Jr. shoulder dislocated. This could be an ending injury. Mike Evans has had a hamstring injury since 2019. How good would he be if he had hamstrings? I'm just saying, like, how good? Think about it. Every year he's had a hamstring injury. And he's had 1,000-yard seasons every year. Imagine what he would have did with good hammies. Terry McLaurin, also right quad contusion. He might be out for some time. You hate to see injuries, especially how these injuries are piling up. Third week. Speedy recovery to each and everybody. Chiefs and Giants. I said it last week. I'm going to say it this week. Sierra, come get your man. Come, let's get her on the phone. Somebody in Atlanta got to know her number. Call me so we can call him and be like, baby, just retired. Just, you know, my mom was talking about this, and she said that Russell Wilson looked like a little kid that be playing football with his friends and just hikes it up there and prays that one of his friends catch it. Yes, that's exactly what he looked like Sunday night. He looked horrible. He looked hot garbage. And I said this last week, 9 points by the Giants. 9 points. Scatterboo looked good. You know, if you don't know who he was, he went to Arizona State, running back. He looked good, and he got the first touchdown. So I was like, okay, we might get somewhere. But then find out Gano was hurt, so they ended up missing that field goal, and then that was it. And then they got not field goal, but extra point, and then they got a field goal. But after that, it was nothing. Is it Dart's turn? Jameis Winston's turn? Anybody but Russell Wilson's turn? Yes. I'm going to say it for the Giants fans. Since we're speaking of Giants. Colts. Daniel Jones. They're 3-0. 3-0. Daniel Jones. 3-0. He only threw 8 TDs last year with the Giants. He's got 3 so far this year. He is projected to get his first 4,000-yard season. So, is it the Giants organization that can't do nothing for QBs? Or is it Daniel Jones was holding back because he knew the organization sucked? There's only one. It's only one or the other. There can't be no in between, because he's looking great. 18 for 25, 228 yards, 1 TD. What really helped that game was Jonathan Taylor, 3 TDs, 102 yards game. But Daniel Jones, again, raise your hand if you saw this coming. I don't see nobody raising their hand. Nobody. No. And if you did, you're lying. You're lying. There's no possible way that you saw this coming. Jaguars, 17. Texans, 10. What's going on with the Texans? They were marching down the field, and then CJ threw it to the other team. Broncos got stunned by the Chargers. By the way, there was 6 blocked field goals. 6. That hadn't happened in who knows how long, if ever. I know it's in the history books. 6. Eagles had 2. I don't know what was in the water, but let's keep it going. Wentz started for the Vikings. And he looked good, but that was not who we are going to talk about. We're going to talk about Isaiah Rodgers. Isaiah Rodgers, cornerback from UMass. Most people don't know him. I'm going to be honest, I didn't know him until Sunday. This man not only had a fumble recovery for 66 yards, return touchdown, but he had an interception TD. Took pick 6 for 87 yards. That right there, 2 TDs in one game, 2 forced fumbles. He recovered one, and a teammate recovered another one. That was huge. They beat the Bengals 48-10. You could say because neither one had their quarterback. But let's keep it going. As for fans, we loved it. Last weekend was great. And I'll see you guys next week. Peace.